Hi, my name is Terry, also known as the Hyper Nana. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, I hope you hit subscribe and I hope you like my content. If you're coming back, thank you very much for coming back, and I hope you like my content as well. I'm in Susquehanna, Ontario, which is just outside of Kirkland Lake. I'm visiting some friends of mine and their kids, and about a week ago I thought I'd really like to do a video while I'm up here because I love traveling, even if it's just a little ways away from home. I don't care if it's down the road. There's always something really new and exciting to do and see if you really want to do it. So I thought about maybe doing a haunted Kirkland Lake kind of video, you know, go see some haunted places, abandoned places. But you know, my buddy Aiden, he's running my camera for me now, thank you Aiden, suggested that we live in an area that is rich in wildlife with wildflowers growing all over the place. And there's also a lot of plants that are naturally edible and herbal remedies. I mean, you know, people in Asia have been using plants as herbal remedies and as edibles for thousands of years. Since the dawn of time, man has been able to use what's around him to take care of his food and his medicinal needs. So I thought, well, you know what? I'd like to see how healthy the backyard is here. So I downloaded an app. It's called the I Naturalist App. All right, and this is really great for identifying flowers. So what you do is you press the photo. Now we got a little daisy over here. So since I'm doing part on a daisy, we just simply take the picture and we use the photo. And you have to have data on your phone, or you can wait till you get back to a Wi-Fi. But you just says you look up a species by name. You can look it up by name, and it tells you there. Now, I'm not very good at pronouncing some of these scientific names, but it's leucanthemum. Leucanthemum. Or you know what? It's a daisy. So let's just stick with that, okay? So after using my I Naturalist to identify the flower, what I did was I got online and I thought, okay, how can this be used as an edible and as medicinal? And it's amazing how many flowers and stuff that just grow wild that you can put in soups and salads and stews. And the one thing I found in common with a lot of herbs medicinally is that a lot of them can be used to reduce inflammation, swelling, you know, that kind of thing. So I guess that's probably why, you know, a lot of natives were very, very healthy. And I wonder what the process is though. Like, how did they find out that this particular flower is good for eating, or that particular flower is good for medicine? So I got my handy dandy iPad here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few flowers that I found just here in the backyard, and I'm going to let you know what I found on them as far as for medicinal purposes and for edible purposes. Now, something important to remember here: before you try anything for medicinal purposes, please check with a doctor, okay? Because something that, you know, I've learned doing my own research is that some medicinal herbs and some Western medicines don't interact very well, and you can end up actually doing more harm than good. So please, before you start to make firewood tea or, you know, goldenrod tea or daisy wine, before you start doing any of that, make sure you check with a doctor and let him know what you're using it for, how much, and whatnot, okay? The other thing is, for each flower, I'm going to just leave a link below. There's some YouTube videos I found that were very helpful. There are some websites I found where you can use, you can look up like botanical uses and medicinal uses for each flower. So today I'm just going to present about 4 flowers, okay? So now the thing is there any scientific, you know, proven evidence to prove that these flowers have medicinal uses? Well, I'm not sure if you can say it's like totally evidentiary support, and maybe it's more anecdotal. But again, I can present to you my findings and you can sort of check out and decide what you like. But again, as I said, people have been living off the land since time immemorial, since the beginning of time, so there has to be something to this. And even some of our new Western culture medicines are plant-based, that help with inflammation and reduce swelling and things like that. So, you know, look into it. If there's something that you find in your backyard you would like me to take a look at, please leave a comment below and I can do a video on that and make sure it's something that's healthy for you, okay? But again, always, always, always check with your doctor or your healthcare provider. Okay, so the first one I found here is fireweed. Now, this is fireweed here, so we'll just take a look at that. Now, fireweed, actually, you can make an edible tea and you can make a jelly. Now, the one thing that struck me is that I looked at where you can make fireweed jelly, and I found a video on YouTube And it actually doesn't take that long. So I was, kind of amazed. For me, I remember, my foster mother making jams and jellies and us seeming to, hours and hours and hours and days to do all of it. But I realize now that we just did a whole lot to get us through the winter. So it actually does not take very long to do this, and there's a lot of information. So for fireweed, now you can use it, as I said, in a tea and jelly. Now people sometimes have used it for medicinal. It's supposed to help with pain, inflammation, and actually it's said to have speed up wounds. Now again, that's only anecdotal evidence that I found, but apparently it speeds up healing of wounds, and it can help reduce inflammation and swelling. So you make some nice firewood tea, with some honey, sugar, stevia, whatever you use to taste any of the teas that you make, and see how that works for you. Okay, so the next one I have here is Goldenrod, which is this pretty flower. Now with using these herbs and flowers as medicinal, sometimes you'll use the leaves, sometimes you'll use the flower part. So make sure that if you're going to use any of these as a edible or as a medicinal, that you take a quick look, and as I said, I'll provide some links below so you can take a quick look and see what you want to do, because if you're just supposed to use the leaves, you don't want to get some bitter flowers in there, right? Now goldenrod can be used to treat pain and swelling, but as well I found it interesting that sometimes it's used also as a diuretic to increase urine flow. And as we know, it's really important that you take that pee-pee, because if you don't, that really, really hurts and can build up kidney stones. So it can also be used for gout, joint pain, and more surprising, I found it can be used for eczema and skin conditions. So again, it's a matter of preparing the flower or the herb for whatever use you're going to. Usually it's made in a tea that can help with internal things like swelling, I would imagine, and things like that. And then if it's used to make a paste or something else for any topical reasons, like for eczema or skin condition, I can sort of leave a link below for each of these flowers I'm showing you. I'm going to leave a link below that you can find a little bit of evidence of that, what you want to do. So you do a bit of your own research, but these are what I found have worked. Okay, so the next one is called Malva. Now this is actually used as well, that can speed wound healing. It reduces inflammation, and what I found was really cool, it also apparently reduces signs of aging. So as soon as you hit 35, ladies, this is a good one. Let's see what this does. Okay, so this is called Malva, and the leaves can be used to in a salad. The leaves are edible, and actually it's kind of pretty, so it would make a nice little addition to a salad. It also and it can be used as a thickener for soups and stews. Now that ought to be an interesting recipe, eh? Like using a flour as a thickener, kind of a cornstarchy thing. So that's this one. Now the last one I found is actually pretty common. It grows, pretty much everywhere. Is the daisy. Now daisy you can use medicinally, and apparently it can help with coughs, like for bronchitis, disorders of the liver and kidney. And some people have reported that using homeopathic daisies have helped with preventing pain during childbirth, and soreness and minor bleeding. So again, check with your doctor, especially if you're going to use it, for a pregnancy related issue, because we want to make sure that it's the right thing. So and for edibles, of course, there's daisy tea for coughs, and you can also use it for salads, and there's daisy wine, so you can make daisy wine when you make your dandelion wine too, I guess. So those are just 4 flowers that I found just here in one backyard. Imagine if you went out traveling around just down the road from where you live, what would you be able to find? What could you use? But make sure that before you drink it as a tea, or before you use anything medicinally or edible, make sure you use that app to identify what the flower is. Again, that's the I Naturalist app, and I will leave that information below in the comments as well, so that you'll be able to download it from your app store. Now, this is not a plug. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. This is just what I found works for me, because up until I did this video, I don't know a lot about flowers. I'm not one of those like green thumb people. In fact, I believe I killed a cactus once by overwatering it. So I'm really not that kind of a person. But I found that I really want to start looking at some other healthier ways. Let's see what we can see that's in our natural environment that can help us with, with our different ailments. And, if you can use a flower or an herb to reduce inflammation and swelling and not put a lot of pills in your body that have side effects, that might be for the better and that might work for you. But again, and I cannot stress this enough, check with your doctor. Don't tell them that the Hyper Nana on YouTube said this was a great idea, because the Hyper Nana on YouTube is also telling you to check with your doctor before you decide to take anything new for medicinal purposes. Okay, so I'm also going to give a shout out to my little grandkids in Winnipeg. Hi James, hi Tylee. I love you guys. I miss you guys so much. And I love that you're watching these for me, okay? Mwah. So there's a little shout out to my grandbabies. All right. So I'm going to make more videos like this, sort of natural healing. And I'm going to put it under a separate playlist called The Healthy Nana. So when you want to, if you want to check out anything health related, I'm also going to be doing a Fit Nana playlist. And I'm going to use that just to follow my journey, walking, different exercises that I'm doing, how am I losing weight, how have I been since my heart attack. So I'm going to have a couple of playlists, and basically what the playlist says is that's going to be it. So the Healthy Nana, you're going to find some new recipes, staying fit, staying healthy through eating. And then the Fit Nana, I'm going to be staying healthy through active and what I'm doing outside and even inside, because you can do stuff inside that can help you burn calories and lose some weight as well. But don't forget, mind, body, and spirit is the best way to keep yourself happy and healthy. All right? So until next time, stay real, stay happy, stay healthy. God bless. Mwah.